So there we have it then, Rally Italia Sardegna for 2024, and I think we need to start off by talking about that finish. 0.2 of a second was all that was in it at the end. Tanak winning on the final stage after Sebastian Ogier picked up a puncher. Now, Tanak did lose at the final stage in 2019 due to issues with his Toyota Yaris. This time the Yaris struggled for Ogier in the final test, and Tanak gets that win. And what that means is that Seb Ogier must have some kind of curse to Sardinia. The winless streak in Sardinia is nearly a decade long now. And again, it was so close. 2017, it was half a second between him and Thierry Neuville. This, I think, is the joint closest finish in WRC history. And in the weekend, the WRC has announced its return to the Middle East for the first time since 2011, which was also the joint closest finish in WRC history, Ogier beating Loeb in that circumstance in the Rally Jordan. What better way could we have for the WRC? I think the only thing that's slightly underwhelming is because of this new point system, we weren't talking about it that much. There wasn't so much of the kind of drama about it of, oh my god, he's losing so much time, he might lose the rally. There was none of that went through. It was just, oh, wow, Tanak won. Wow. And I think that's the only downside that comes from it in regards to the actual event itself, because we didn't have the big, what's going to happen here, the big story of what's happening right now. But what it does do is it does change how the championship picture looks. So, for example, if we were running last season's point system, because Thierry Neuville, who dropped off the road on Saturday, would have not gotten as many points as did. He got the full 12 points today because he was just absolutely rapid. He would be leading the championship by 5 points over Seb Ogier. Third place, a further point back, would be Elfyn Evans. Then fourth place, another 4 points back, would be Tanak. Instead, the situation is that Neuville has a lead of 18 points and is a joint second place finish right now between Evans and Tanak. And well done to Tanak for picking up the win today. It shows that he really is still in form. He's still a fantastic driver. And it just shows how consistent Neuville has been, that he's been able to hold on to that advantage despite falling off the road. And of course, Tanak had a super rally in the Safari Rally. And so the fact that he's still in second place shows that he's still performing really well. Something that's quite interesting. If we didn't have power stage points, so if we use any point system that was before 2011, do you know who the championship leader would be? It'd be Seb Ogier. It sounds so bizarre to think that he's running part-time, but he would be able to do that. But it's because Ogier, despite running part-time, got a second in the Monte, one in Croatia, one in Portugal, nearly one in Sardinia. You couldn't ask for better form than that. So it shows that this new point system is really rewarding consistency. But anyways, I've talked about the WRC category itself for 3 minutes. I want to talk about some of the supporting categories. Sami Piari takes up the win from 33 seconds over Johan Russell. Jan Solin 7 seconds back in the end. Martin Prokop gets 4th and passes Kajtan Katanovic. And Vivej is in 6th ahead of Una, Josh McAleen, Dapra and Kramer. So the top 10 stays relatively the same. Again, it is 4 through 10 are all Fabias, with 9th place Dapra being in an old Fabia Evo, and the top 3 being a 2 GR Yaris's and a C3. Which is great for Russell. It's really great form for Johan Russell, and that really helps him with his title bid. I'll talk about the standings in a moment. In WRC 3, it's Dominguez picking it up by 47.5 seconds from Ali Turkan, with Max Smart in 3rd place, 13.2 back, and Peter Borodin 4 seconds further back. And then I think it's another 4 minutes, nearly 5 minutes for the Myers, who would be 5th in JWRC and WRC 3. That has been an interesting category to follow, and it has a lot of impact on the championship because some of the front runners dropped off from it. But yeah, I mean, I've already talked about the standings for the WRC itself. Let's talk a little bit about WRC 2. Johan Russell is now on 71 points with 4 of his 7 rounds run, and of course the best 6 carry over, a win and 2 second places. Jan Solens, who has also done 4 rounds, is in 2nd place. He's 23 points back. There's Oliver Solberg, who has only started 3 in WRC2. He withdrew from Sardinia due to illness, but it wasn't WRC2 points event, who's on 43. Similar story for Sami Piari. Retired from Portugal, got a win this time and got second in Sweden. And then Gryogen, with only 2 entries, is on 40. So it's still wide open in WRC2. In the junior WRC, we have to think about how we count in stage wins. I haven't got any data on the stage wins just yet, but I believe that Jurgensen would still have the championship lead over Dominguez. I think Jurgensen is likely to come out of this event just outside of the top 10 in the junior WRC. And then in WRC3 itself, Dominguez will hold on to a really good advantage there. He has 50 points because he competed in Portugal, which I don't think was a round of the juniors. So he's on 50, Jurgensen's on 45, Jan Czerny is on 37, and then you have Chatillon and Rossi, who both had issues in Sardinia, who are on 36 and 28, rounding out the top 5. But those are my reflections for Sardinia. 20th anniversary edition, sprint format. It was still as amazing as ever. 20 years of jumping in the dust, and, well, it was a great round of the WRC. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.